That was absolutely terrifying.
I think I swallowed my gum.
Smurfs.
So, let's go in and get right into it. I don't wish for any movie to fail. Let me just say that up front, because I think people who root for a movie to flop before it's even out that's dumb, okay? I've made some people mad in the past for defending certain shows or even movies that other people want to bomb just because of something petty, like a casting choice or the studio behind it or politics. And honestly, as an adult, if you don't like something, just don't watch it. It's really that simple. Like, if Disney announced Star Wars Episode 10 and said the main character was going to be a farting frog boy, animated, no lightsabers, no X-Wings, I'd probably be pissed off. But as a Star Wars fan and as an adult, I'm not going to go online and about it for a week. I'm just not going to go watch it. And so that brings me to Smurfs 2025. I did not want to see this movie. This was going to be the only movie in theaters I was going to skip this year. The trailers kept telling me that Rihanna was in it, and I kept going, okay, but what the hell is the plot? They never really told us. They just kept saying, hey, Rihanna made the soundtrack. Rihanna is Smurfette. And I'm sitting there thinking, cool, but what's the movie about? Now, I have someone in my family who is a huge Smurfs fan. They grew up loving them, watched the original cartoons on Boomerang, stuff like that. And I did something similar, okay? I watched the Jetsons, stuff like that on Boomerang. And, you know, when I was growing up, that's what I would do. When Cartoon Network at night would start playing Adult Swim, I'd swap it over to Boomerang, Scooby-Doo, all kinds of stuff, whatever it is. So I know the Smurfs as well. And I've seen the god-awful live-action Smurfs movies. I don't think the first one was that bad, but we're not even getting into those today. Let's just not even tackle that. But to this one, I try to watch every movie that hits my local theater, like I said before. And last year I saw 123 movies. This year I'm at 74. Fantastic Four is going to be 75 next week. And so I said, fine, I'll go see Smurfs with you, and I'll add it to the list. I have never regretted seeing a movie so badly this year. Even Flight Risk, which is dumb as hell, had some fun moments. But Smurfs, I was just bored. And I wasn't alone. I brought my little sister, tagged her along, right? She is literally the target demographic. And like she kept saying, Trolls is better, okay? I don't even know what Trolls is. I've seen the first one, I think. I didn't know this was a franchise until I looked it up. And it looks awful. And she's saying that's better? And to further prove my point, she and the friend we went with fell asleep in this movie. It's an hour and a half long. Meanwhile, I just sit through Eddington, that's 3 hours, and I was wide awake the whole time. But this emotionally wrecked me as a grown man. So the plot revolves around a Smurf named No Name. And honestly, at first, I was intrigued. That's kind of deep for a kid's movie. A Smurf trying to find his identity. It could have had a real Pixar level heart. He's not good at anything. He has no job. He has no motive. And the opening is not bad. Rihanna kind of cooked on the soundtrack. I'll give her that. Like I say, with this movie, every movie starts with a 10. You bought a ticket, you want to enjoy it. Then it started dropping fast in score. Because they introduced this new villain, Gargamel's brother, Razamel, I think that's his name. Who wants some magical, basically let's call it what it is, the Necronomicon book, because of plot reasons. So Razamel attacks the Smurfs village, and instead of grabbing all the Smurfs, he only kidnaps Papa. Why? There's no clue. There's no logic. It's all out the window. Then the 6 Smurfs, apparently representing the whole village, because they act like all the Smurfs go, but there's only like 6, it's okay, including No Name, who has mysterious powers, go to save Papa Smurf. But here's the thing, they tell you that No Name is basically the main character, but every time something important happens, Smurfette takes over. Like, they clearly paid Rihanna a lot of money and wanted to milk her every second of her performance, and honestly, they should have just made it a movie about Smurfette. A Smurfette origin story would have been way better than this, anything else. It's like they couldn't commit to which story they want to tell, and you'll be halfway through No Name's arc, for example, and suddenly we're diving into Smurfette's traumatic backstory out of nowhere, full breakdown and everything, and then hard cut to, wait, remember, this is No Name's story. And so structurally it's a mess as far as a movie goes. Now I do want to give credit where credit is due. The animation is gorgeous, there's no notes. Voice acting is really solid, there's a great cast. The music, Rihanna did her thing, I think. And I honestly, despite not remembering a single track, I enjoyed the songs. So those elements save it from being completely unwatchable, but good production value can't fix a broken story. Now, I've got a bonus rant for you guys real quick, and shout out to my theater for sucking. The adults were the worst part of this movie. I had this old couple sitting right beside me, literally recapping the movie loudly to each other. They brought their grandchild, and the grandchild was being quiet and watched the movie. And they kept yelling and cussing out loud within his children's movie, saying, "Who the f*** is that?" And then the one dude was like, "Oh, it's Papa Smurf's brother, Ken." And I'm like, what the f***? And so, I don't get it, man. You know, what happened to kids' movies, okay? Not everything has to be Toy Story or WALL-E quality. I understand that. But, like, early 2010s, we got How to Train Your Dragon. We just got Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. This feels like a weird legal contract thing. Like, they're trying to not lose the rights. They're like, quick, put out a movie. Even the real world scenes feel pointless, and they just are there to be there. Like, they don't even run into humans. I could see they did something funny like that. I don't know. I'm done. This movie's getting a 4.5 out of 10 for me. The animation saves it. The music's fine. But the plot and everything else is really bad. I also saw a Gabby's Dollhouse ad before this movie started, and that looks awful too. So I expect a review for that. I'm sure I'll be dragging that. If you like this review, smash that like button, drop a comment below, and subscribe for more and help save my sanity. With that, I appreciate y'all, and I will catch you guys on the next one. And I'm expecting 500 subscribers soon. Maybe at the time I post this, I got that. So I want to thank you guys for that as well if you guys are watching this. I'm sure the adults that watch my channel probably didn't click on this video. So for anybody else, appreciate it. Thank you. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.
Having a job.
Influencer.
Smash that subscribe button.
And me, the coolest Smurf.